Worldwide Sports here. With the preseason now in the books, we're going to take a look at every team in the NFL and see how they stack up going into the regular season. All right. So today we're talking about the Chicago Bears, the Bears. Let's get into it. First things first, let's go back and look at some of the free agents the Bears brought in. Starting off, I really like that they addressed the secondary. They got a very good deal on Prince Amukamara, the former first round pick from the Giants. Last year he was in Jacksonville, and the Bears were able to sign him to a 1 year, $7 million deal. They also upgraded the cornerback position, bringing in Marcus Cooper, the former Chiefs and Cardinals corner. They brought him in on a 3 year, $16 million deal. They also got Quentin Demps, who helps upgrade that safety position right away. But we can't talk about the Bears free agency without talking about the quarterback position. A lot of Bears fans rejoiced as longtime quarterback Jay Cutler was finally released. When former Bears GM Jerry Angelo traded for Jay Cutler, he was supposed to be the savior of the franchise. Chicago gave up two first round picks to acquire Cutler. Personally, as a Bears fan, I feel like the Bears didn't do enough to support Jay while he was there. He played behind some very inadequate offensive lines, and he had a merry-go-round of offensive coordinators. In the end, I believe it's best that both parties parted ways. He had his best season with Adam Gase, who is reunited with now in Miami, and he's looking to take the starting job there. And I think he gets a bad rap coming from that NFC Championship game, where I'd like to set the record straight and say that Jay did come back into the game, and he proceeded to throw a pass in the dirt. That's when he checked himself out, saying that Haney would give the Bears a better chance at winning. Cutler's had a tumultuous time in Chicago, to say the least. He's had his ups, and he's also had some drastic downs. Now with the Miami Dolphins, the Bears are looking forward. In the offseason, they looked to replace Jay by signing Mike Glennon. Glennon is a career backup with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's only thrown 11 passes the past two seasons. Now, taking a look back at the draft for the Bears, they made a big splash, trading up from the number 3 spot to the number 2 spot to select quarterback Mitchell Trubisky out of North Carolina. Now, Twitter and social media all were up in a roar as the Bears passed up several good defensive prospects to select a quarterback who had only started one season of college football. And also taking into account that they just signed Mike Glennon and guaranteed him $16 million for the season. During preseason, Trubisky has eased some of those tensions as he's garnered praise for his stellar play. With their second pick of the draft, the Bears selected Adam Sheenan, tight end out of Ashland. Sheenan is 6'6", 270 plus, and he's an athletic tight end. The Bears look to give Trubisky a weapon right away with this pick. The Bears were back on the clock in the fourth round, where they selected Eddie Jackson, the safety out of Alabama. Jackson comes from a great program in Alabama, but there's concerns about his injuries. He broke his leg last year, ending his run with Alabama, and has had a litany of other injuries while in college. The other fourth round pick, they selected Tarek Conan, the running back out of North Carolina A&T. Conan has drawn many nicknames since hitting the scene, from the human joystick to my favorite, the chocolate badger. He looks to resemble a Darren Sproles, a small, compact back. If you get the ball to him in the open space, he can make things happen. Wrapping up the draft for the Bears, they selected Jordan Morgan, offensive lineman out of Kunkstown. Now Morgan is the second Division II player drafted by the Bears. Going forward, the Bears are obviously in rebuilding mode. They drafted who they hope to be their franchise quarterback in this year's draft, in Mitchell Trubisky. Trubisky has played very well this preseason and has shown great poise as a player who's never taken snaps from under center before. This should be a learning season for the young quarterback. The Bears aren't looking to compete for a playoff position this year, but I want to see the growth that they have from the young players. They've established a nice young defense. They have Akeem Nicks and Eddie Goldman up front, and they also have the young linebacker who they drafted last year in the first round, Leonard Floyd. They still have Danny Trevathan and Jarrell Freeman. With the additions of Amokamara and also Cooper, they still have Kyle Fuller, and I like the addition of Demps. Okay, Bear Nation, let me know down below. Comment, subscribe. How do you think the season's going to play out? Do you think Trubisky or Glennon should start? How do you think Trubisky looked this year? Is he our franchise quarterback? Let us know all down below. Worldwide Sports Wrap. This has been a Worldwide Sports production.